person took nothing more than a flick of the finger. If not for a trace of lingering sentiment, he wouldn't have left her even the small alimony of a few 100,000 yuan. That money was quickly drained by exorbitant medical bills. To treat her, her parents emptied all their savings. Her father, who had once helped nurture Benjamin into a so-called genius and had indirectly destroyed his own daughter's happiness, lived in endless guilt and eventually fell gravely ill and passed away. On his deathbed, he still murmured about saving a beef bun for Benjamin after school. Her father's death struck Anna like a thunderbolt. Looking at her mother, whose hair had turned white with worry over her, Anna finally decided to live. She took over the family's steamed bun shop, and amid the bustle and warmth of everyday life, her mental state miraculously improved. She stopped clinging to the past and, out of compassion, even took in a young migrant worker named Xiaoxing who had been swindled out of all his money. Until one day, Benjamin appeared again at the door of the bun shop. He looked haggard, like a lost child. He devoured the buns greedily, saying they tasted just like before. But Anna felt nothing. Remembering her father's last wish, she handed him a bun and refused to take any money. It was both an act of fulfilling her father's regret and the final cut severing the past. Benjamin left behind a bank card containing 5 million yuan as compensation. But Anna knew that some wounds could never be healed with money. She had already died once. Her rebirth had nothing to do with him anymore. She thought this encounter was merely a minor interlude that would fade before making a ripple. She was wrong. A few days later, Linda showed up unannounced. Once a flower seller, now a professor's wife, Linda had been carefully cultivated by Benjamin over 7 years into a delicate, glamorous bloom, yet exhaustion lurked unmistakably in her eyes. She slid a check across the table, attempting to buy off the past and secure her increasingly fragile position as the professor's wife. Anna didn't take it. Instead, she raised her hand and delivered 3 crisp slaps. Debts settled. Grievances cleared. She calmly warned Linda to keep her husband in check and never come to harass her again. Linda exploded. In her eyes, Anna was nothing more than a fallen ex-wife, while Benjamin was a revered professor who could never possibly be interested in Anna again. But Linda's hysteria exposed her deep insecurity. Anna cut straight to the truth. She had long since completed a psychological profile of Benjamin. A man who had tasted infidelity would never truly return to family life. He could abandon Anna for Linda, and he could just as easily abandon Linda for someone else. What he loved was never the flower, but the process of control and transformation. He took perverse pleasure in reshaping lowly wildflowers into greenhouse blooms, only to savor their eventual withering. Anna herself had once been one of his experiments. She couldn't adapt to academic pressure or blend into the hypocrisy of high society. The identity Benjamin forced upon her left her anxious and exhausted, eventually driving her into breakdowns. She burned through her life trying to keep pace with him and completely lost herself. Leaving was the only salvation. Now, Anna lived at her own rhythm, calm and content. Her serenity utterly shattered Linda. Linda saw it as provocation. At the moment Linda lost control, Benjamin appeared. He didn't comfort his wife. Instead, he coldly warned her never to harass Anna again. In public, he ripped open Linda's past with a single line, "You're just a flower seller." The words instantly reduced her to nothing.